私はヒルトです。メーパーケンク。
Kurt for meg. I Árni. og ég heiti Skúli.
よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。You have to translate, okay?
はい、じゃあスクリです。ビョンです。アウルネです。
担当の楽器は？担当の楽器は？
楽器です。ベース、キーボードとバッキングボーカル、
歌とシンセサイザー、
じゃあドラムとギター。
このようにですね、ロックロの方2人もメンバーが日本で留学していらっしゃって日本語が堪能です。素晴らしいね。ロックロって私覚えてる2007年いつだったっけ結成
2006年から。
で、このメンバー全部オリジナルのメンバー、それとも途中で変わってますか？
違う、2人ですは
3人です。
3人ですはオリジナルメンバーか、
私が2010年に入ってスクリが去年に入ってました。
で、今何人なの？全員で
6人です。
じゃあ他のギター、アクセルがいないです。
そう、じゃあニューアルバムのこと聞こうか。で、ニューアルバムは何ていうタイトルですか？
インドラ。
インドラ。
はい。
どういう意味？
中かな？
と私の中。
なんかインサイド。
インサイドとかそのインナーフィーリングとか。
そう。内面のなんかのことなのね、インドラってね。で、そのタイトルは誰が決めたんですか？ You have to translate.
そう。ごめん。Jag måste bara kräva den som skulle ha färdigt och gitarr. Det var lite mer och så nu kommer ni alltså ändra på en kortsnitt.
Och det hvernig ákvæmt til.
Ja, hvernig ákvæðu þetta?
Með því að rífast.
Kenkasta.
そのタイトルは選ぶは本当に難しい。バンドは6人からみんなは自分の考
えがあって本当にこっちは素晴らしいこっちにしようと思ってましたけど、他のタイトル決めたけど、1週間アルバムを作りの前、1週間ぐらい前、ダメだと決めた。
プロデューサーは、このタイトルはダメ。その前に選んだのタイトルその時は、みんなは新しいタイトルを選ぶ。なんかそのタイトルは選ぶはわからない。
多分みんなが大丈夫だと思いました。本当にこのアルバムの意味はもう気持ちはなんかフィーリングとか感情とか。
そういうことね。
はい、そう。
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm very good.
Did you have a really busy and nice Iceland Airwaves?
Yeah.
Okay, this is Einarさんです。シンガポールスリングというバンドのギターをやってるんですよね。We're just shooting a little bit. So, yeah, did you have a good business?
Yeah, it was very good. Yeah.
Well, many things have slowed down.
Yeah, today, yeah. But yesterday was very busy.
Yeah, everybody left this morning. Yesterday we were at 4. Yes. で、ここでは小山とかね。これはトレブトナレーベルですね。で、ロクロもこれもトレブトナレーベルで。ね。指がちょっとごめんなさい。プロデューサーは誰なんですか？
プロデューサーはハリケラ・ヨンソン。
理由は
Ég þekkti hann og fannst tónlisturinn geðveik.
はい、アルバムの友達だから、それで彼の音楽が素晴らしいだと思いました。
Og ég vissi að hann væri með stúdíó í kjallaranum hjá sér.
それで家のベースメントにはスタジオがあると分かりましたから、はい、そうはいいと思います。
Og hann geðveikt næs.
それでいい人です。それは。
I love how you
We are amongst the stars. We're not so small anymore. The universe is waiting on us. Connected dots. Well, this makes life. On this line makes the world so small. The gods
fáránlega hress. En ég get verið viðbjóðslega leiður líka. Hvort mikilvægar að vera hress og góður í bólinu, alveg í tipptoppstand í tólinu. Ég get verið alveg fáránlega hress. En ég get verið viðbjóðslega leiður líka. Hvort mikilvægar að vera hress og góður í bólinu, alveg í tipptoppstand í tólinu.
Music scene. How do you view? What do you think about the music scene recently here in Reykjavik?
I think it's coming out of a bit. Should I speak in English?
Yeah, sure. Please.
I think it's coming out of a bit of a dull moment. So now things are kind of going up again.
Yeah.
Not to say that the bands that have been playing for the last 5 or 6 years there have been lots of good bands, but I feel For me personally, I'm a bit more excited about new bands now than maybe a couple of years ago.
Right.
But that could also just be me.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite bands now?
I really like this band called Bird.
Bird,
like children.
Oh, Born. Okay.
It's a very kind of dark, gloomy punk band that I really like. Grisa La Palisa, I really like as well.
Right.
They're really kind of fresh. And Lóror, he's not new, but he's amazing.
Yeah, his new album is great.
Right. Okay, good. Thank you.
And Daniel Bjarnason.
Of course, you're the classical person, yes.
And Ben Frost.
Yeah.
Doing amazing things.
Kiasmo's new album. It came out the same day as us,
Really
our
good
album.
one.
And then I like Young Karen and Grisa La Palisa too, and Lóror. Yeah, I love the new album from Lóror, so I think these are my favorite bands at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of realised now that I haven't been keeping up as much as I should have with all the Icelandic stuff. But I guess I really like some artist's new album, so I think that's the one I listen to a lot lately. And yeah, no, so I haven't been keeping up with Icelandic stuff. I should definitely go do that now.
Yes.
I mean, I've listened to, some of them are really good, like Kiasmos is really good. I guess it's just not something I put on myself, so I need to find more of that stuff for me.
Yeah, it's also just fun to see how many artists are like integrating like their styles in music by working with somebody else, and you see a lot of that going on. There's a lot of bands that have like the same core of musicians. And in one of those groups, like Hjaltalín and those guys, they are doing interesting things on the side.
N4 is probably one of the best albums last 10 years.
Yeah, it was really good. And Snorri Helgason, tributor, I really like his stuff, what he's doing with Mr. Silla from Moom.
Yes, true.
And Magnús, the drummer Magnús Tryggvason, and also like even the more hardcore scene, like I really like Muck. Yeah, they're just a great old school hardcore band. And yeah, thrash metal band.
I guess it's true what Arne said, like things are changing so that people are trying out new things. It was a few years of people just doing the same thing. It was good, but it wasn't new, it wasn't fresh. So I guess that's what I've seen of some people are just kind of evolving.
It seems like Iceland Airwaves is really growing too much in a way. But what kind of festivals are you expecting?
For this year?
Yeah.
I've been trying to tell myself the last couple of years that I will go see more concerts.
Yeah.
But because usually it's just you play and then you kind of go home, take a shower, and then you just don't end up going out until very late. But yeah, I'm really gonna try this year.
Yeah, I think it's just we're playing 6 times, and of course that gets your focus. You want to do that really well, but I've just learned in the recent years that it's best not to have too high expectations, because you will probably end up missing half of the bands you want to see if you're gonna, if you're playing at the same time. So. But I try to pick out like 2 or 3 artists that I really want to see, and then apart from that I just go with the flow, whichever and how the weather is. If the weather is horrible, then I just stay in Harpa.
That's a really nice new addition.
Yes.
To have like 3 or 4 venues in the same place.
I actually think that saved Airwaves, because I'm not sure if I would like it as much if it was still as all over the place as it was, because NASA was gone and then there was no big venues left.
Yeah, and also like there's so many this big venues like Silverberg, and if that's packed, then you can just go somewhere else. That's really nice.
Yeah.
You can just have a seat here.
Yeah, but there are big names this year, so like.
Come, join us.
Welcome.
Welcome. And you need to speak Japanese.
Okay.
Another translator. Yeah, we're asking about the Iceland Airwaves this year.
Okay.
Well, what would you like to see? Your favorite band, maybe?
Yeah, I'm really psyched to see Caribou actually.
I've seen my favorite as well.
Yeah, I've seen them once before and they were magnificent, and I like their new album, so I'm gonna see them again.
But they're playing at the same time as the Knife, or like right after, so you can't really see both.
Where are they?
Listasafni, I think. Yeah, true.
Okay, so what about you?
I was most excited about War on Drugs and Flaming Lips, but we're playing at the same time, so I'm actually missing the only act I wanted to see.
your words and your birth. There I took all your words and I ate them by the fire. Then me and those birds, we danced the whole night away. And in the morning I climbed your tree and flew away.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Yeah. Okay. So you just released your chromatic, the small EP.
Small EP.
Very special.
Yeah.
What made you to make such a special album with a special package?
Yeah. So I wanted to do that for a long time, for many years. I made most of the songs while I was in the Art Academy of Iceland. So it's kind of like just tiny songs. Some of them are part of bigger compositions where I was making when I was there. I was kind of asking my record label to do it for a few years, but they were like, oh no. But now, since I kind of had to do something because I got pregnant and I had a baby, and there was a long time since like the last album came out 2011, so it's just kind of something in between.
Okay.
And also just I like doing something different. It's good to have like not only pop music, it's just nice to do something else, you know.
I see.
Yeah.
Do you like? I mean, it's kind of dark, you know.
Yeah.
That's the kind of image you had.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like just weird, a little bit out of tune, you know. Yeah, I was trying to do that. Yeah.
Before he came to us, he went to house bears. His face he painted well, he came out no one knew. He hit the cloud. His eyes were blue and green, his mouth was red and yellow. We opened up the door and ran outside to fight. He hit the cloud. He's so Thank you.
So you are making a new album.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of album would it be like?
It's just like a what do you say? Like it's my second album. It's kind of driven on more of organs and synths rather than piano, because mainly that main reason is because I was playing piano live a lot on my keyboard, and usually I don't like live keyboard piano sound. It can be really, it's different from like if you have a grand piano. It's
Right.
always fake, you know.
Right.
So I was like always, when I was starting making this album, I really wanted to have like more organs. I also like it just to make a little bit of a turn in like what I'm doing. But you know, it still me, you know. It's still. It's kind of, maybe I thought it more as for my band to like, oh, how can we play that live, you know? But it's gonna be, I don't know how to explain, you know, but you know, you will hear it.
All right. Here we are at Iceland Airwaves 2014, and you're going to play at the church.
Yes.
Is this your choice, or how did you?
No, not really. But when I talked to Grímur a few months ago, he was thinking, yeah, you should do it either Fríkirkjan or Gamla Bíó, which is like the old opera. Yeah. And last year I played in the old opera, so I guess that was why he chose that. I once played here before, like 3 years ago or something. It's interesting. It's nice. It's a cozy venue.
And you are an artist yourself, so usually you don't have time to enjoy the festival. But do you? Or can you?
Not really. Now I have a baby. I have to go home like every. But I went out on Thursday. Because I was singing with another band, so I got the permission from my boyfriend to go out for one night. I went to. Just before I went to sing with this band, I saw Grísalappalís and Megas. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
There are lots of bands and a lot of nice bands. Of course, it's. I think it's nice to be part of it, and I'm kind of, I feel like I'm lucky to be part of it and just being able to be a musician in Iceland. Though we have to fly everywhere, it's not possible to drive to Poland, drive to Spain or whatever. You have to always kind of fly. But because the internet is here and it's so easy. I also have the record label in Germany that makes everything much more easier to kind of get attention. Get out to the world, So I think it's good to be here, and then it's also good to be able to go because the market in Iceland for music is not really big. You can't really live on. I think no one in Iceland knows who I am. I think I'm more known internationally, and then people are like, oh yeah, I've heard your name or something. It's funny. But that's with I think Moon, for example. They're not very known in Iceland. They're more known in other countries, and there are a few bands that the normal Icelander would not know of, because they're not played on the radio or something.
Right. So I heard that even Björk is not really popular here.
No. I mean, no.
Maybe Studeman is much bigger.
Yeah, definitely. Studeman and Bubbi. I mean they're also nice, but it's just different, They maybe go and they work on the Icelandic market, So
it's a different market, really.
Yeah, it is.
There are people that focuses on the international market.
Yeah.
And there are people who just focuses on.
Because if I would play here every month, I would always get the same 50 people. It's not that big of a indie scene crowd that comes to. It's always the same people who come, and they don't. I couldn't even play once a month.
Probably not.
Because it's just people have seen you they saw you in September. They're not gonna see you in October.
True.
So
Is there anybody else that you would like to see? We can't get to see probably.
Yeah, I was planning to go to see the Knife, but
but then they cancelled.
What?
I thought, was it the Knife?
No, it was Jungle. Knife.
Jungle. Was the one. Okay,
cancelled.
the Knife is still okay. I'm sorry.
Because it's their last show, ever.
Yeah.
I was gonna see them, but then I looked at the schedule. I was like, But I'll see. I might go see Kimono.
Okay. Alice and Alex. Okay.
Yeah, they are playing in Iðnó. I might go see that. I haven't really checked out the schedule after I play, but I'll probably go and go around.
That's good.
I've got a babysitter and my boyfriend is coming, so we can maybe go for a little bit.
That's good for you.
Yeah.
tomorrow, and then the rest of the packed.
Yeah, are you taking a nap or something?
Yeah, I really want to. Because I won't be able to get any sleep. No, I wouldn't say any sleep, but really.
Without staying at the same hotel as you.
Right. So how have you been doing?
Good. It's Airwaves week is starting, so it means some meetings and interviews and lots of shows. But it's always fun.
Yeah. And have you finished all the works that you have to do for your performance this
year? Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's pretty finished.
Yeah.
I'm just working on other new music that I'm about to.
Okay, I have to ask you about that too. But before that, how many shows are you playing this year?
I am playing 6.
6, including off venues.
Yeah.
Out of 6 performances, do you make your set changed, or do you perform the same stuff all the time?
No, with the official performance, the first one will have like a big video show behind us, which would be very nice, and I guess some of the off venue I'll just play alone, and some with drummers, but it's pretty similar.
So for the main venue, would you have the whole band?
No, for this setup I have 2 drummers with me. Yeah.
So the one that I have seen at Ura would be more like the show that you're going to perform.
Yeah. Last year I had a band of like 7 people.
How did you get the idea of having twin drums?
I don't know. I just thought it would look cool. Yeah, and
it sounded cool.
Yeah. I think it works well, and I have been doing this like solo show kind of for the last year, where I've been traveling alone and playing. So I thought when I'm in Iceland, at least I'll get some people to play with me and add a bit. So it's just people not just looking at me standing behind lots of synths and like barely moving.
I see. I was a bit surprised that you didn't play any guitar.
No, I haven't really played guitar for a while. The album I'm doing now doesn't have any guitars on it. It's just kind of electronic music.
Okay.
So I'm kind of moving in that direction with at least this album, taking a little guitar break.
Yes. Okay. So it seems like you were talking about the new album, so let's do that. And are you working on it now? Are you toward finishing it? So you've been just writing by yourself, or you said you're working with Alex and Yonsee?
Yeah.
Are they contributing some compositions and writings also?
Yeah, we are kind of, I sent them some ideas and stuff, and they have maybe comments, and then also when we are working in the studio, we are sometimes chopping up the songs and changing them a bit, and trying to find out the best version of the song. And Yonsee is singing on one song.
Wow.
And I have a few like guest singers on this, like Soleil singing on one song, and Jófríður from Pascal Pinion and Samaris is singing on one song. So it's kind of
that sounds like an all-star.
Yeah, all-star album. And I might have some more people sing. I haven't decided yet, but yeah, it's working really well to do it like this. I work a lot here alone, and then we just finish the songs in the big studio, and it's been fun.
Okay, so you said it's like halfway through, and have you written all the songs, and you just have to record it?
I'm still working on the songs, even though the songs are maybe kind of written. I have to decide how they're gonna be. So yeah, I'm still working on it, but it's gonna. I think it's gonna come out next fall.
So
It was supposed to be finished a long time ago, but
I know.
but yeah, it's you know, sometimes it takes a while to realize how the album is supposed to be, and then when you realize that, there's lots of things that won't work in that context, so you have to keep working. And now I feel like I have the idea kind of very focused, so I can work within that kind of world.
I see. So we are hoping that you have your new album by the time you come to Japan, but
Yeah.
it seems like that's not the plan.
Well, I think the album will probably be finished, but it won't be out.
Okay.
And I'm playing actually a lot of the songs I'm playing now are the new songs, and that's also another thing I kind of been doing is playing the songs when they're maybe not quite finished, just to see how they work, also live, and then I kind of change it, and it's been a long process of kind of deciding what kind of soundscape it's supposed to be. It's can be a bit challenging to, or at least for me, because I had always just written songs on guitars and recorded them, and I was gotten pretty comfortable with that. But when you are doing just like mostly using synthesizers and voice and stuff, it's for me it was a bit difficult to learn how to make that world convincing for me and sound good.
But that's something new for you, pushing the envelope thing. So that's
I mean it has to be fun for me, or if it's not fun for me, I shouldn't be doing it, I think.
My lungs fill up with me, I know. I know you feel it too, I know.
Your last album, Flowers, I thought was a masterpiece.
Oh, thank you.
Really. How do you like the Flowers? It was produced by Alex. So obviously it worked. That's why you are having Yoncé and Alex work for you this time also.
Yeah, it was the first time I worked with a producer also, because I was done it myself, and it was just really easy and fun. And Yoncé also, he worked a bit on the Flowers album as well, even though I think he was just credited as the executive producer or something, but he had some really good ideas. They both have very good musical ears, and they're both very
Professional too.
yeah, very professional and uncompromising. Like they either like something or they don't like it. So it's good for me because I have lots of ideas, and it's good to have someone help me pick the best ones. And also just I've known them for 10 years, and it's very, you know, it can be, I think, difficult for people to go into the studio to work on something that's very personal to you with someone you don't really know very well.
True.
So that's why it's just like we're just having fun when we're in the studio, and it's really, it's easy. And we have similar ideas of what we think is cool. You know, it can be because we all like to mix and produce as well. Sometimes it can be a bit like too many chefs in the kitchen, but it's fun.
Okay. Who would you like to see for
Airwaves?
Yeah, Airwaves.
I really want to see the Knife play.
Oh yeah.
I think it's going to be the last show of this tour or something, or I don't know, their career. Other than that, I don't really know. What I've done the last like 2 years is I've gone out every night. I've gone out at like 8 and just gone somewhere just to see something no plans, just like walk around. And that's always been really fun, just to go and also just go somewhere where I don't know any of the bands they're playing. And I think I might do that again this year.
Sure, I'm Alex Summers. From Baltimore, live in Reykjavik.
Since when did you start living here?
I moved here 2005.
2005. How do you like Reykjavik?
I really like Reykjavik. It's tiny. It's a tiny city. So I really like that about it. Everything is really accessible and spontaneous and kind of easy to do practical things and quick to get together. A gang of musicians if you have a weird idea and people share equipment, studio equipment and musical instruments. Pretty much, yeah.
So you didn't just come over here and check out the places and then you go back?
No, I did that.
You did that also.
Yeah, I moved here. I visited a few times and I applied to the art school.
Okay.
And then I moved in 2005.
Okay.
And I
So
started
you
going.
went to you went to art school here?
I did, yeah.
How was your Icelandic?
Pretty bad. Yeah, really bad.
Are you fluent now?
No, it's really embarrassing. I can understand pretty well, but my speaking, I just don't speak very often. And I feel like there's a few kids here like Ben Frost who was like fluent after 5 years and it makes me look bad.
So Ben's Icelandic is perfect?
I think it's perfect, yeah. He's really good. He was like fluent after like 5 years.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah. How did you do your schoolwork without getting, knowing Icelandic so much?
It's a really tiny school, the art school. So I was studying visual arts, so it's like 25 kids.
Okay.
And I mean, most of what you do is independent or one-on-one with the teacher.
Right.
So the only class that was really difficult was art history, and that was really difficult. The textbook was in English though, but I didn't get good grades.
But you passed it anyway.
Yeah, I did. I didn't graduate from the school though. I did 2 out of 3 years, and then I quit.
Okay. So you quit, is it because you have gotten really busy working in the studio and being a producer?
It was like a little bit of that, but also I think I was just losing interest, to be honest.
Okay.
I went to music school, and I also quit that, so I'm like a double dropout.
Okay, well that's a good story. And when did you really start getting involved in all kinds of producing and helping out with the artists and stuff?
I think I've always enjoyed doing it, and I just didn't know that it was a thing that you could do, like producing.
Right.
So I think I've always like kind of done it in a way, but started doing it like a lot more, like maybe around 2008.
When did you have the studio? When did you find this studio?
I've only been here for 2 years.
2 years, and before that, what did you do? I mean,
I've just worked out of home.
Home?
Yeah, I had like a room in my house for a while, and in my old apartment, I just worked out of my kitchen and living room. Kind of had a glass door that would close, so it was like a fake control room and a live room. Did a lot of stuff there.
Okay.
So yeah, you just like work with what you have, basically.
You remember the first group or first artist that you produced here in Iceland? Which one was it?
Oh, probably Rockero, that band.
Rockero?
Yeah.
You mean in another cave?
Yeah, I guess that was like 2009.
That was the first one.
I think so, yeah.
But then you were working with Sigur before?
No, I mean, I've like done some artwork stuff with them, but the first time I worked with them musically it was Valtteri.
Okay.
Which was like 2010, 11.
Okay, and from Rockero you produced Pascal Pino?
Yeah, that was probably a couple years later, but yeah.
And so what was there in between then? I don't remember.
I did an American band called Via Ramire.
Okay.
One album with them, he's basically like a friend of mine. He does really nice stuff. And then for a while I focused on Yoncé and I made a record. So we had like parts of a record for a long time. So we took like a half year and really got it together.
Right.
And then that like backed right into Yoncé doing a solo album, which I was really involved in. We helped him write everything and produce it. And then right when that was finished, we toured for a year. So there was like kind of like a year and a half, 2 years there where I wasn't doing a lot of stuff with other bands because I was kind of doing that. Yeah.
So after that, maybe Sinfang, Flowers.
Yeah, and then I think after that tour finished, I did Pascal and Sinfang and Death Vessel and Juliana Barwick and whatever.
And besides Icelandic artists, you have also produced Brianna? And you said you have a brother. How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have one brother, and then I also have a stepbrother and a stepsister.
Okay, so... What's really like your musical background?
Just playing in rock bands, really.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just grew up playing in bands, like just really crappy rock and roll bands, and then I got into recording. I had like a Tascam 4-track machine, which probably everyone my age got, and started to get into recording and discovering how to reverse the tape and freaking out and stuff like that. And yeah, then I went to music school and kind of got into more like ambient stuff and yeah.
Okay. When did you start playing? Like you said, you were in a band. And how old were you?
Probably got my first band like around 13 or something.
Around 13. And you had parachutes over here too?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, barely. Only for a few months, really.
Oh yeah? I saw you perform at the band plays organ.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with Scott and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that band, Scott and I were making music for around 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
like 2003 to 2008-ish.
Yeah.
But we only got a live band for like, I don't know, really short, like 5 months or something.
Okay.
It was pretty much just a project for Scott and I, and then we got all these people to come play with us live, and then we just decided to quit like really shortly after that.
So I was the lucky one who was able to see you play live.
Yeah, we broke up the next day.
You're kidding? Okay.
I mean, we never broke up, we were just like, no, let's stop doing this.
Okay,
You know, there was no like breakup or something, you know.
Okay. So what are you working recently? What's your project?
I've been, the last few months, working on scoring a television series called Manhattan.
For America?
Okay. So that's finished now. I did it with Young and I did it together. So yeah, it was like a lot of work, 5 months of work, so it was a really good learning experience.
When was your first Iceland Airwaves experience?
Man, I'm really sorry, I don't know the year, I guess. But
as soon as you moved in?
Yeah, it must have been
2005?
Yeah, it must have been 2005.
So it was more like a local thing.
Probably. There's always like a couple, you know, bigger bands from abroad. But I can't remember who it would have been. I've also been abroad a few years during Airwaves, so I haven't seen like everyone.
Okay, but then if you're here and Iceland Airwaves is happening, what do you like about Iceland Airwaves the most?
It's really fun to see all the Icelandic bands because everyone rehearses really hard for like the 2 weeks before, so everyone's in really good shape. They always try their best. They maybe have some visual projections or like, yeah, so like every Icelandic band is at the top of their power or something. Yeah. So that's kind of fun. All the bands you hear about that you're too lazy to check out. Then at Airwaves you like check everything out, find out what's happening.
Is that what you do? Just walk around and check out this band? And
yeah, if I've heard good things, then I try to at least see like 1 or 2 songs.
Okay. Well, we just had the first day, so it's hard to ask. I mean, it's too early to ask, but what did you see so far and what are you going to see from now?
I've only seen one show. I saw Sinfang, which was really good, really cool. Yeah, Sindri's a good friend of mine, so of course I always try to see him as much as possible. And he's always changing his live set throughout the year. So, and what else? I mean, it's kind of terrible to say, but I'm most excited for Flaming Lips, just because I love them. I've loved them for many, many years. They're like one of my favorite old bands, so that'll be great. Also, maybe Oboe, I'm really excited for, because I kind of have no idea what he's going to do. So I worked on his record with him like a year ago. It was really fun. He's an amazing guy. Like, I was just listening to the record for the first time since we made it, and it struck me how like genuine it is. Like there's so much noise with the music scene to like cut through like what's happening, and I don't follow everything really well. And his music is just so him and so genuine that it was such a relief almost. Just like cut through like some real music in a way like, so, yeah, it was really cool.
Are you working with Yoncé again to create another music with Yoncé and Alex?
I don't know. This year has been the first year we've made music together for like a long time. I mean, we're always doing stuff together, but not so much like composing music, just two of us. But yeah, we've done a lot this year. We have a ton of new music, and of course we did the whole Manhattan television series, which was like 13 episodes.
Wow.
It's a lot of music. But yeah, we kind of have this year we're just starting. I don't know where it will lead, but some stuff.
I'm wondering if that Manhattan music will be available on CD. Is that your
I don't think so.
It's just broadcast.
Yeah, I think.
Too bad.
Yeah, I think it would be kind of hard to like assemble it in a way that would be like satisfying, you know, to be honest.
I see. That's why. Okay. And we went to Symphon's studio, and he told me that you've been working with Symphon's music also.
Yeah, just a little bit. So Sindri's been making a new record for a while now, and Yoon-see and Sindri and I all got together here, and we spent a week. Just there was no really goal for the week. We weren't meant to mix the record. We weren't meant to record vocals. It was just whatever we wanted to do. He just needed some fresh ears, basically.
Right.
So yeah, we just did that. We just listened to all the songs and recorded a little bit. We kind of mixed some, just cut everything up, rearranged the songs.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. Yeah, and we just played some ping pong. And
Okay.
It was really nice.
How many times have you been to Japan?
I think 4 times.
4 times.
Yeah.
What was your impression like before going to Japan and after you visited there?
Japan is like my favorite country. I love Japan. It's
really
so cool. Yeah, it's such an amazing place. I haven't been now for like 4 years or something, so I really want an excuse to go back. But it's so amazing. The people are so cool. They're so humble. It's like insane. Like because after living abroad from the U.S. and when you go back, like you can see like I mean that's a really crazy stereotype, but sometimes in the U.S. like the humbleness or the kindness can come off as like superficial or like too much.
Right.
But it's kind of like Japan. It's just as kind, but it doesn't have that effect. It feels really like real or like earthy and like ancient or something. It's really awesome.
Good to hear that. Thank
Yeah.
you. And what kind of food do you like?
Well, I'm vegan.
Oh, you are, yeah.
Yeah. So actually, when I was in Japan, I was only eating raw food and vegan. So I had this little like card that I would like hand to people. So I ate a lot of like avocado, maki, and umaboshi plum, and like the pickled cucumber and pickled whatever, and maybe miso soup. But I always had to check if there was any fish in it. It was kind of difficult actually. That was the only thing.
Probably.
Because the Japanese, they're not really great at English, so I couldn't just say, oh, what's the vegan, you know. Always they had to like read some card and then they were really confused.
That's the hardest one. I thought you quit being a vegan. Maybe that's what Yoon-see said or something.
Well, I stopped being totally raw food like 4 years ago or something. But I've been vegan for like 11 years, 12 years or something.
Okay,
Yeah.
raw food sounds really good. Yeah, I saw you making a raw cake or something on
yeah.
YouTube. That was really fun.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Okay. Okay. What are the fun projects that you're doing? Is there anything?
Well, yeah, we just finished up with Sindri, which was really fun, and I think we're gonna get back together with him to try to finish that record. I think he'll go workshop it for a while.
Right.
Next thing, I'm also working with this girl Veronique, which I kind of don't know much about, so we'll see. But
Veronique.
Yeah, she's Canadian, but she lives in Iceland, and she plays the cello.
Wow. Okay.
And she makes kind of ambient music. So I start that on December 1st. So, but she's already recorded the album, but I'm just gonna mix it. So that's coming up. And what else? I might be doing some music for a film, which I'm actually starting this week.
Which film?
I can't really say because it's just like maybe, you know. But so yeah, I think it's kind of cool after spending so long in Manhattan. I think it would be exciting to try to do something on my own, score a film or something like that.
Okay. Do you feel that there are more and more foreigner, the music artists coming over here or moving here actually, and working, like John Brand?
Not
and
that
Lolo
many.
and
I don't know. It's hard to say. Like there's always a few. Like yeah, there's probably like less than 10 like foreign musicians that live and work here. But I don't know. I can't say if there's more now. I feel like it's probably always hovers around that number, like between 5 and 10.
Right.
Yeah.
Just wondered.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I never really thought about it, but yeah, Ryan Low is here.
Right.
He's really cool.
Yeah, and they're getting more attentions being here than being in the States actually.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, Iceland is so small. If you just like play a good show, then everyone knows about you. But it takes like years or something in the United States.
Yeah, exactly. He would like to know what you think, what your opinion about Icelandic music scene in general.
In general, I think it's really awesome. I mean, I've lived here for so long, I feel like I know it better than any other scene. You know, I spent a few years living in Boston and grew up in Baltimore, but I've never really lived in another city for so long to compare it to, but I think it's really supportive. Like, a lot of people play, I mean, you've heard all the same things, like everyone plays in lots of different bands, so like, you know, some like jazz guy also plays in like a black metal band and all that, which I think is just really cool. I like that, you know, it's kind of interesting and weird, and it seems a little bit less judgmental,
Right.
because you can't really hate on everyone because there's probably your cousin or your best friend's friend, or like, so people tend to like, yeah, not be rude and like, oh, this band sucks, like people just support each other, and yeah, people are ambitious too, they want to make good music and not just play like tiny living room shows, and people like to kind of work hard. Yeah.